bring up the champ select, so this is it in sorted order. We've got 7 SKITZOS taking the blue side, with GROMP support taking the red side. And just to quickly go over the bans, as we can't see them here, so we had, for 7 SKITZOS, they banned out Darius, Thresh, Aphelios, Rakan, that's its name, and Camille. And then on the GROMP support group, they banned out Aatrox, so targeting Synthet, Lucian, Vayne, Victor, and Melio.
So yeah, I mean, like we mentioned, their targeted bans are very clearly, at least in the first half of the draft. We can't see who was picked when here, but in the first half of the draft, because the first 3 bans were the Aatrox, the Vayne, and the Lucian, right? So they want to remove that hyper carry on the Vayne. They want to remove some of that early aggression from the Lucian, and they want to remove Synthet from being able to play the game, because the only champion we've seen him be good on is the Aatrox. But in this draft, though, so we saw his first couple games, he picked stuff like Mundo. It was like passive-y, kind of like, oh, I'm going to scale champs. Volibear is not that. Volibear is a champion that wants to win lane. He wants to win lane real hard. He's going to, attack the wave early, build up his passive, just start shitting on people is the plan, right? And if you can get advantages, as we've seen so many other top laners in the tournament do before, and as we saw me not do in our last series.
I was about to say, is he going to be able to do a better volley than you?
Look, my Volibear wasn't terrible. We just lost really hard in everywhere else. I feel like I was doing okay in the jungle. I made like 1 or 2 bad plays in the mid lane, especially in game 1. But otherwise, it wasn't too bad, But let's not talk about me. Let's talk about the game. This is not my Volibear that's important. It's Synthet's Volibear that's important. We need to see from him some quality gameplay up against this Jax. And I'm not going to lie, Jax is actually quite a good pick into Volibear, because Counter-Strike just kind of turns off Volibear's ability to, just trade with him. And, I mean, obviously the E will still hurt, and the W, I believe, can still hit through Counter-Strike. But a lot of Volibear's damage levels 1 through 3 is through those auto attacks when he has his passive up. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we're going to see who's going to win this game now, we can see also, look at that. So we got Fent and Joya in the mid lane. They have got their main mid laner, so that is going to make Danny Beegs' life a lot harder. And Danny has been someone who struggled in a fair few of their matches. I think against the Incredibles, he was okay. He was doing all right. But in their first series, he was definitely someone that was struggling. And so on a fairly safe pick, I would argue, on the Orianna, we'll have to see how he does against this Vex. We can see the Vex has the Electrocute as well. So definitely some real burst potential coming out of that champion. Maybe a little bit of a trade here. They stop a base. I mean, kind of more of an annoyance than anything there, really. But yeah, I don't know. Wukong, his blue side is what I meant to say, is warded, but he should be aware of it. So if he decides to start on this blue side, he's letting them know his direction, and that direction will be towards that bottom lane. He's going to full clear and then maybe look for something bot. But we can see Waterboy's mirroring him. He's starting red side. He's going to do the exact same thing. I think this entire game is going to crux on what happens in the bot lane. Mid lane and top lane, we'll see. Who knows? There's a little fear coming out here. Electric Beat poke there onto Danny. Danny lost about maybe a third of his health there. And meanwhile, we see something very similar happen here on the top side. We got Grasp here on Salson 2 as well, which is a really annoying thing to deal with. Usually we see Grasp with the Undying be put on up. All right, let me not even talk about this, because it looks like we might have some combat here as everybody goes into level 2. Never mind, no. Counter-Strike here, gonna land a stun. We ain't gonna see it because Auto Cam doesn't want us to see nothing. Instead, we're looking mid. Cheeky little trade. Okay, never mind, we're going bot. All right, now we come back to the mid. Fent and Joya taking damage. Never mind all the stuff I said at the beginning of the game. Danny gets first blood, burns the flash in an aggressive display there. And that's what you want to see if you're 7 SKITZOS right now. You probably don't want to see what's going on top. Synthet's he's getting pulverized right now. That's going to be a kill there. Easy kill for the Jax. Never is going to make him burn his flash, but it's not going to turn into a max range hook again. Oh, I say again like it happened in this series. I just love the Nautilus from this guy. I swear to God, I'm like enamored with it. It is something he does so well with it in all of the games we've seen so far.
He's got hooks for days, man.
He has the max range hooks. This guy knows. I don't know. Maybe he's got hacks or something, bro. But he's landing the max range hooks like it's crazy. And oh, look at the Skarner. Look at Waterboy. He's looking to make Etnav's life hell right now. Are we gonna get the flash out? Okay, a little bit late on the flash. The hook is gonna make it no matter though. And that's Feet of Warfare here. ADF Bomber took that. 2 kills on the Nautilus. He said, nah, Pizzazz doesn't need kills, bro. Give them to me. I will get gold. I will get tanky. I will throw hooks. I will land hooks. Danny Big's going to take a damage. Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. He's going to get out. We have a cheeky little trade here between the Wukong and the Skarner. Notably, they are both level 3. So they are both kind of underfarmed at this point in the game. But I think... Oh, okay, never mind. Ignore what I was going to say there. Fenton Joyer gets him to burn the flash. Wukong is not focusing, in my opinion, on the things that he should be focusing on. Maybe it's unfair of me to compare and contrast to the last series we just watched, but, you know, someone playing a champion, you would play a champion like Nocturne, a champion like Wukong, someone who's super ult-reliant. Full clearing is so important. If you're not going to get invaded, which Waterboy didn't do, you need to think, you know, anything you choose to do that isn't full clearing needs to be better than full clearing. Because until you get your ultimate, realistically, you're not the best person in trades. And talking of trades, look at the mana on Fenton Joyer right now. He desperately needs a base. Danny, he's TP'd back into lane after not really getting punished too hard for staying a little bit too long. And meanwhile, we have some shambolic stuff going on in the top lane. Shield's gonna come out for Synthet there, but he doesn't land the damage on his E. You can see the auto attacks like I was talking about. They were chunking Salsin there. But the problem here, Counter-Strike comes out and he's gonna go down. Top lane is a diff. What can you do? I think all you can do at this point, probably try and stay a little bit back. You can see that he's building, I believe that is going to be a Rod of the Ages at some point. It's components going into that, but ignore that. Danny is caught out. 4 members of GROMP support group find him slacking in the mid lane, and that is the 5th kill picked up here. So, you know, GROMP support group are off to a strong start here. It is only manifesting into a 2k gold lead, which, I mean, well, if you do the math, what, 300 times 5, so 1.5k, right? And then they got 500 gold just purely from like CS leads, of which we can see are mainly in the top and bot lane. So yeah, I mean, at 6 minutes a 2k gold lead is a big deal. The main thing is whether or not they've actually spent that gold. We can see obviously in the top lane, Salsin has bought a lot of stuff here. He's big chilling. He's not got a lot of money in the bank because he's got assets to his name right now. But Waterboy, in the meantime, he desperately needs the base. And then we see that he has got 2 components here of his Heartsteel. So yeah, that's a big base for him. He must have been sitting on about 1.3, 1.4k. And same in the bot lane. We got 102 on Pizzazz on that Xayah, but he's just got a Doran's Blade. Gonna also pick up a first plate here as well, which is good money for him. Shares it, unfortunately, I believe, with the Nautilus, but you know, if we quickly flick the gold up, we can see. Oh, never mind, ignore that. We see 2 ultimates come out here mid. Electrocute's gonna do it. Vex gets an easy solo kill there, and that's rough there for the side of 7 SKITZOS. Mid lane, especially in that first couple minutes. I mean, I know we are only a couple minutes into this game, but in the, you know, in the first 4 minutes when we saw Danny get the solo, things were looking good. But it looks like now the ultimates are coming to play. Vex just, you know, the ultimate was just a little bit more high impact in the 1v1, and yeah, it's unfortunate to see. Just like that missed hook.
It's the second missed hook right now.
Oh, yeah, you're baiting out you counting the amount of hooks he's missing. That's unfair, bro.
Maybe
miss every shot you miss every shot you don't take, so let him take the shots. But someone needs to stop Synthet from cooking right now, because he just had to burn flash just to try and take minions. He's having a hard time right now. He is on the turret. He's trying to make something happen here, but he's gonna lose a plate for his troubles. And you know, that's got to be about, I'm guessing it's probably about a level and a half lead right now for Salsin. And another kill just quickly there. Ultimate has to be burnt defensively. I know all about that. That's rough times. God damn, the cough is killing me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I need to stop being ill. But yeah, Synthet's having a real hard time in the top lane. Etnav's gonna miss his ultimate and then walk straight into a hook here. Flash down too. Nautilus ult hits 2 members, but they have a big wall in the way, so you know it's not too bad for them. They kind of get away with it. It's not, you know, not the end of the world. No harm, no foul here. Just go straight back to farming. But look at that CS lead though, 23 CS in favor of the Xayah. Not something you want to see if your main carry is probably going to be this Varus, you know. And he walks. Oh no! Another hook. Bubble does land on Pizzazz, but Pizzazz was going to aggressively use the ult, get the feathers out. He doesn't even pull him back. He doesn't care. Okay, he uses it to farm minions instead. All right. Pasta was kind of caught out there, but they unfortunately couldn't align the feathers enough to get that E to root, you know. And it is what it is. But Neveros has found a wild Vex here who takes off his health. God damn. And Cyclone is burnt here. It looks like Fenenjoy is gonna go down. All right.
What was
I'm not gonna lie,
Fenenjoy doing there?
Well, all right, nah. He looked like he was about to one-shot the Wukong, and that made it look like he was doing something good.
Skarner,
but it didn't matter. Skarner is,
I think this is Synthet falling down again.
He's going. He gets the shield here, but it's not enough, man.
Oh,
he turned back for the
Why
stun,
did he turn back?
He turned back to try and stun him under turret, but ended up just eating another auto attack, and that was just all she wrote, you know?
Just got a quick look at that Vex.
Oh, sure. So yeah, you can see it looks like they're trying to roam down. They didn't even know the Wukong was there. I think it was maybe a potential dive angle on the Nami. And then they find the Wukong. They nearly one-shot the Wukong, which is impressive damage considering I don't even think he has his full first item yet. Yeah, he doesn't. He's sitting on a lost chapter, and I think at that point he didn't even have those amp tomes. So, you know, it's rough.
I don't actually think that was to set up a gank, because the red GROMP support's bot lane had already backed by then. I think that was just a misplay by the Vex.
Well, for a misplay, it looked like it was going to be okay. But we see here, cheeky dive here, but it is a 1-for-1 in the end. Sorry. The Varus is gets a shutdown, which is huge. What was it? 285 gold on top of the 300. So, you know, 580. That's not too bad. You take it if you're nearly 20 CS down and you haven't got your first item yet. We do see the IE rush coming out of Pizzazz right now, which is nice. Shockwave there on Ben is going to be a free kill. Well played there by Danny.
That is the exact combo we were talking about in Champ Select.
Yeah, exactly. This, the mid jungle. Yeah, the mid jungle right now for 7 SKITZOS is going to be the highlight here. They need top to stop hemorrhaging if they can, and they can't. Every single plate there is also taken for this Jax, by the way, so it's looking bleak. And bot lane is a little bit more kind of like a mix-up, right? Like they're not quite getting diffed as aggressively. You know, we got 2 and 3 on Varus, and it's 3-1 on the Xayah. But
well, there is a support. There is a big diff with those hooks.
Yeah, Nautilus he's doing Nautilus things right now, and we see that the GROMP support group do secure their second Drake here, fairly uncontested, I would argue. And look at this, Salsin's like, all right, cool, got top tier 1. Let's go into the jungle. Let's make it hard for the Wukong to farm. you've heard me mention already, Wukong is a champion that needs to get that farm. He's a champion that struggles if he doesn't get items, you know? Luckily, he already has the Triforce. And the Triforce is kind of, you know, numero uno on the list of things that make Wukong real strong. That plus ultimate, you know, he's living it up now. But he wants to get advantages, and he wants to have an item lead. I mean, he currently has one, but, you know, if he can't farm because of this Jax, just running up in his topside jungle, it's going to make life harder for him. And then slowly but surely that will manifest into a bigger and bigger lead for the jungle in Waterboy, right? Or more so, actually, probably the Jax. There's going to be Jax stealing the stuff. And then we see a prime example of something we mentioned in Champ Select, actually. It is going to be hard for Wukong to be able to get onto Fent Enjoyer, because that fear means that he just gets rebutted every time he tries to walk in. Being a melee champion, trying to get near a Vex is quite difficult. But Danny is showing you why it's easy if you're ranged, you know? You just throw your ball, you hit him with your ranged spells, laugh. Vex is not particularly... Oh my god, look at that damage onto Etnavs there, god damn. Nevros is here to make it a 2v3 though. With the Cyclone coming out, he turns that fight around. The GROMP support group look like they need a little bit of support right now, because we got 4 members up in the bot side, 4-7 SKITZOS. The mashup team's looking hella coordinated, you know. They are looking impressively coordinated with the 4-man rush for an extra turret here, alongside that second kill onto Pizzazz.
I think that rush is to set up for the Atacon, as it has spawned in the bot lane.
Yeah, it will be spawning in the bot lane in about 5.5 minutes, roughly. But yeah, I mean, now you can see, look, the first items are coming in for a lot of members. Basically everyone but Synthet right now, who is 7 ECS down in 14 minutes. He's having a rough time, dude. Do you think if he asks really nice in all chat, they'll let him play Aatrox in game 2?
Maybe. It depends how GROMP support group's top's feeling. Oh, another brilliant hook!
I can't deal with this guy. I mean, he might get himself killed for it, but I respect the display of skill nonetheless. What was that? The max range hook into death pipeline is crazy. But Danny's caught out here, and Waterboy is gonna just lock him up with the ultimate. And, you know, him and Fent Enjoyer are going to enjoy that. You know, cheeky little bit of 300 gold into the pocket of the Skarner, who awkwardly... can you just quickly check the gold for me? Because I have a strong feeling he's sitting on a lot of cash right now. He's sitting on 3 grand! Why are you sitting on 3k? No, spend it. Get your heart steal, man. Oh my lord. Don't get me wrong, he's having a good amount of impact on the map right now. But he's sitting on 3k gold, and he's still a level down from Nevros. And I'm talking about this instead of talking about the game. We got Cyclone coming out here by Nevros.
He's about to spend that 3k.
Land. He's going to send that Skarner to the base, maybe for the first time this game at this point. Unfortunately, going to die here. Oh, he lived. He lives. Okay, if you're 7 SKITZOS. Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god. What is this guy, bro? Oh my lord. So the Nautilus giveth and the Nautilus taketh away, you know, like that earlier play where we saw the max range hook into the enemy territory where he just got 3v1'd and smoked. You have to have that to get the Wukong shutdown right there that he got, which I don't even know. I don't know if you can open up the all chat and see. These guys are pinging too much. God forbid they communicate, but we can't see how much that shutdown was. The fact he still has a shutdown after being shut down tells you the shutdown was a lot of gold, though.
Yeah.
So Nautilus is laughing right now. You know, he's probably got enough gold to get a second item when he bases.
He's a support on a positive KDA.
Yeah, he's gaming right now. Well, I mean, technically the Nami also has a positive KDA, just don't have any kills, but you throw assists into the mix, it is still technically a 6.0 KDA, but you know,
I feel we're going to get a few more kills from this Nautilus. I think this Nautilus wants MVP for the whole tournament.
I mean, he is gaming like that. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like he's built different and a different beast altogether. He's just that guy. But yeah, I don't know, man. What I will say though, the Nami has still been impressive. While not in a mechanical perspective, they are part of 2/3 of their team's kills. Make that 70% of their team's kills because they just smoked that Jax. They overload the top side. They send Etnavs, who's one of their more strong members, and Nevros, who is the guy with most of their gold right now, up there. And yeah, it sounds like a plan to me. But the real question is, where is the Volibear? Is Volibear with the team right now? Danny's going to get locked up here on the Skarner ultimate. They're going to be able to finish him. Meanwhile, Nautilus, with all that extra gold in his back pocket, he's able to just face tank the turret and let them take that. Was that third turret for them right now? They've got all of the outers. And if we just have a quick look at the gold lead, it is 3K and sole point on the Dragons. We didn't speak about the fact they got that third Drake there. The first two were kind of a write-off. I don't even remember the Chemtech one that just happened. I don't remember seeing that. But it clearly happened because the HUD doesn't lie. So yeah, goddamn. 3K gold lead. It's close, or closer than I think I would have given it credit for. And fortunately, 4-7 SKITZOS, I think they have the gold on the people they want it on, right? Like Nevros and Etnavs are the two guys on this team you would be most happy to see gold on. And even though we can see 1-4 on Danny right now, he doesn't need to have kills to be effective. At his worst, if he can land shockwaves, he's already super useful for his team. And as the game progresses, we can see he's not even that far behind Fent Enjoyer and gold. They're both on about 6K. So, they're both sitting on 1 item, 1.5 items. Actually, funnily, nearly identical builds. So make of that what you will. As Synthet here is going to get caught out by 2 members and a third one coming. Pizzazz making his way. But Etnav's here to back the beef. He throws the ultimate out. Synthet tries to give himself a little bit extra HP, but it doesn't mean nothing. Flash is burning everywhere. Bomber's going to take that. I think you lose your Nautilus flash, especially when I believe he has the Hex flash for a Varus flash any day of the week. And Shockwave does come out there, burns Jax's flash. Jax is someone we haven't been speaking about too much because after the top lane was a big diff, we've kind of just been ignoring him a little bit. And I think he's a massive split push threat that I don't know if the SKITZOS have an answer to right now. Other than just overloading the side of the map he splits on and like 3v1ing him, I don't think they have much of an answer. And it looks like they're doing exactly what I just described here. We see Cyclone comes out from Wukong, and we saw Pasta and Danny were nearby to maybe try and make something happen. But unfortunately, all of this commitment from the SKITZOS means that the support group are going to just pick up that free of charge Ruinous Atacon. They're just going to give everybody on their team Adaptive Force and Team XP. Meanwhile, Nevros just ain't going to quit, dude. Oh, no.
That was such solo queue mechanic.
So much greed.
Tunnel vision.
So much greed. But underneath the turret, chasing someone who is very similar in gold to him, Like, it's not like he was chasing someone who's weak. Like, Salson diffed top. And we're going to see that diff make... Oh, no. The Volibear is rough right now. He does have his Rod of Ages, so, he's going to get a free level in about 6 minutes, but I don't think it's going to change anything. Neither is it going to change the fact that Danny just got caught out for his 5th death of the game right now. 18 kills on the board for the side of GROMP support group. 4 turrets as well. 4 turrets to 1. So, they're picking up a lot of the loose gold on the map right now. Pasta has to burn Flash just to make sure he's away from Waterboy. But now that he has some friends, he might be able to try and make a fight happen here. Never mind. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. We see the support group back away. Okay, Bomber's going to get caught here. Wukong taking a lot of damage. Pasta taking a lot of damage too. Pasta's going to go down. Etnav's going to go down as well. Big ultimate out from Pizzazz. Going to land all the feathers in. Recalls the feathers and gets that 3rd kill there onto Nevros. And now, I think we really start to feel the burn here. Under the turret, tier 3 top, Synthet goes down for the 7th time this game. And unfortunately, it looks like if he's not on Aatrox, he just can't perform. we need to see something from him in this next game, because I don't think we're going to see something from him in this one. Salsin is mixing him up, and this is going to be a free soul too. Chemtech soul as well. One of the weaker dragon souls in general, but not a problematic one by any means, you know? Giving you extra damage and extra survivability when you're below half HP is nothing to scoff at. And when you're already 10k gold up, that kind of thing can be the difference between, you know, accidentally giving away a couple shutdowns and maybe letting your enemies back into the game. So we'll see. We can see that Nevros has just summoned the Rift Herald. To which lane, I am unsure, though. I can't actually see it on the minimap, so I might be bugging. I'm guessing because of his positioning, yeah, it is top. There we go. We can see Salston here. Gonna pop the counter strike. Strump straight onto the squishiest member because he's like, oh, this is a free kill. Quickly takes it. Cyclone's gonna come out. He will die for his discretions. But you know what? Considering he was in a really bad place to begin with, I think it's not too bad going 1-for-1. He was gonna die anyway. I don't think there was a way he got out of that safely. Meanwhile, we see Synthet up top. Now, with 3 enemy members between him and his base, but he's decided, you know what? I'm a 0-7. I might as well get some objectives. And now he's trying to be cheeky with it. He thinks is he gonna get out? Oh. No, he ain't getting out. They kill it. And here we go. Fenton Joy is going to land the ultimate. Hook comes out there by Bomber, and he is going to go down for an 8th time. I respect the audacity to just be like, you know what? I've died so many times. It doesn't even matter if I die again, bro. Let me get some money on them all. You know, I had to get some gold in the pocket for the team. So, you know, and also he gets a little bit, got more gold for himself for being local to the turret going down. So that's always a good thing. But I still feel like he needs to find a way to get into this game. Otherwise, he's essentially just a stumble. Like his Q, if he can land it without dying, you know, if he can get to within melee range of the enemy team without dying, his Q being able to lock someone up for about a second is kind of all he's good for at this point in the game.
Yeah, well, that is rough. If you look there, the goal difference between top is literally 5k.
Yeah, well, it's closer to 6, to be honest. And we see that on spawn, completely free Baron Nashor there for GROMP support group. And now we just need to see if they can use that and maybe break some inhibitors here. Waterboy's going to flash straight into locking up Danny, throws the ultimate out. Fear comes out from Fenton Joya. Danny doesn't get to play the game. He's not allowed to play anymore. It just is what it is. And that's going to be inhibitor turret number 1 going down. You make that man disadvantage for the enemy team. You guys already have hella gold. We're talking 11k gold lead right now. This is free. They want to take 2 inhibs. They might be able to take Nexus turret number 1. ADF Bomber misses that hook there. And the team think they might be able to do something. But Fenton Joya throws himself onto Etnabs and accidentally gets himself killed. The gold lead is so big that even though he's dead, it doesn't even matter. Pizzazz is just going to smoke Synthet right now in the backline. Salston said, just end the game, bro. End the game. Don't even hit them. Just hit Nexus turrets. Just end it, end it, end it. And that's at 26 minutes. We might be done here. I don't think the SKITZOS can do anything. And that is a truly unfortunate event for them. Because I feel like the jungle and the AD and the support did not too bad. And even in the early game, the mid lane didn't do too bad. But there was a few too many, you know, instances of getting caught, and the top lane just folded so aggressively.